Hey, I'm intending for this to be a short video because there's really not much to be said about the CBDCs, the central bank digital currency, which is a total digital control. Not just digital control, but physical control of everything and everybody at all times in all places. So I know most of you know this, but the psychological operation that we're dealing with 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is pretty overwhelming. And there are so many layers to this and so many players involved in it. You've got all of mainstream media, you've got the banking industry, you've got Hollywood, you've got the music industry, and people are constantly being pummeled. You get the tech giants from Silicon Valley. I call them the Silicon Valley oligarchs. But we've got this technology. I'm holding technology in my hand. I'm being traced. I'm being tracked. I'm being monitored. I'm being watched. I'm being surveilled with this device I have in my hand. And it's kind of scary because we all have access to this kind of device. The vehicles that you drive, they're logging your miles, telling somebody somewhere where you're going, how long you're staying there, maybe who you're in the vehicle with. So I'm going to play a little bit of this right here from Fox News. We know Fox News is not on our side, just like the Counterfeit News Network and ABC, NBC, MSLSD, because they always be tripping. They're not on our side. And we know that there are controllers, and we know what government means. And I'm constantly criticized, and you probably are too, talking about basic things: government, governo and mentis, to control or govern the mind control. Government wants complete power and authority over you. The agents that are in government want you to be submissive to them. They want to govern your every move. They want to watch you. They want to trace you. They want to track you. They want to tell you what to eat. They want to tell you everything and command your every move. And if you're not, if you're what they consider an useless eater, they can pretty much eliminate you. So I'm going to play this from Laura Ingraham on Fox News, where they're talking about the central bank digital currency. But just keep in mind, I'm going to be interrupting here because, there are copyright restrictions and all that. It's got to come under fair use. But they're going to give you breadcrumbs of truth on lying corporate media. But the truth that they're giving you is for a reason. They want you to know these things for a particular reason, and it's not for your benefit. Usually, when people are telling you the truth, it's for your benefit. When corporate media lets out some truth, it's not for your benefit, it's for theirs. And it's there to accomplish two objectives: to transfer your freedom to them and to transfer your money from you to them. It's a transfer of wealth and power. Listen to this.
And if you combine that with the central bank digital currency, where the federal government is deciding whether or not you can spend your money, then they can just take your money away. They can sever you from your credit cards, from your bank account, and even from your bill. They can even empty your bank account if they deem that you are non-compliant. And that is a digital gulag. So
and that's true. And that's true. You see the lower chyron right there? Globalists push for more surveillance. Fox News is in on the globalist plan for worldwide surveillance, just like CNN is. But they're going to give you a little bit. Truth will always be treason in the empire of lies, but the people who run the empire of lies will give you breadcrumbs of truth to throw you off, to endear you to them, to get you to champion their cause and be on their side. This is a psychological operation that is almost looks like it's ironclad, almost looks like there's no way we can get out of this, because it is so pervasive and so complete and so sinister.
Saying the framework for the digital passport allows government entities, in this case an international organization perhaps, to put anything in those little digital drawers. So in this...
An international organization, perhaps? What have we been discussing, and what has Kanye West been talking about? Am I saying Kanye West is on your side? No, absolutely not. I think Kanye West is being used, and I think that there are handlers that are using him. I think that Nick Fuentes is a bad actor. I know Milo Yiannopoulos is a bad actor. I know Tim Pool is a bad actor. This is all a show to befuddle us, to get us off the track of truth. Like you're a bloodhound and they're throwing a red herring to the left when you should be going right, or you should be going straight, or you should be going in any other direction than the red herring that they're throwing in the woods, trying to take you off track. So, I agree with, I've been watching a lot of videos about this Tim Pool thing, and a lot of people bring up some really good points that sometimes you miss, or a lot of times you miss, and none of us is greater than all of us, but it looks like when Kanye West left the room and Luke Rudkowski and Tim Pool started talking smack about Kanye West, and even Luke Rudkowski suggesting that, hey, what's happening with Kanye West is, because he was medicated, maybe I'm not a doctor or anything, but it looks like there's some lingering effects of where they tried to, take him into that facility and give him these drugs. So he's probably a little wacko, is what Luke Rudkowski was saying. Not a word of pushback from Tim Pool. And Tim Pool was weak-kneed. He didn't allow Kanye West and Nick Fuentes to continue saying what they're saying, and he had no argument against what they were saying, according to some. So now back to the CBDC, central bank digital currency. This is something we have to resist, guys. We have to. I mean, this all the way down to the smallest little thing that you might think is insignificant. When CBDCs comes online and it saturates our world, no more yard sales, no more independent, voluntary, mutually consensual transactions where you want something from somebody and the government doesn't want you to have it, but you have the cash and they want your cash and you want that thing that the government doesn't want you to have. No more of those backroom deals. See, a lot of people look at backroom deals because we've been programmed to look at backroom deals as a bad thing. They're not a bad thing. The government wants you to think that the black market, the evil black market, is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. They want you to think it's a bad thing because they can't control the black market. They want you to think it's a bad thing because the members in the black market are not somebody that are people that are easy to control. That's why they want to bring the CBDCs online. There's this huge level of control the government has because they have control over the issuance and the value of our fiat currency. But at least with the fiat currency, we have some measure of autonomy. With this CBDC, there's going to be zero autonomy. Any freedom that you thought you had, it's gone. Any control that they didn't have before, they will have when those come online.
It's the vaccine passport, but then other bits of information about you and your life can also go in those other drawers that are there.
Correct. So the vaccine passport or any mandatory digital ID, even a digital driver's license, a smart health card, can combine the functionality of the China social credit system.
I know people are going to say,
and this is why you never want to give the government a little bit more control. They're always going to take that little more control under the justification and the guise of, hey, this is for public safety. This is for your own good. You want the public to be safe, don't you? You want mankind to be benefited, don't you? Then you have to get out of the way. You have to give up some of your liberties for politically promised security that never comes, by the way, so that we, the government, can step in and help the little people. So I wanted to play this to show you there's a huge double, triple, quadruple psychological operation here where Fox News is not on your side, but truths are being announced. Maybe for predictive programming. Maybe this is the oligarchs saying, we are in such control. We're going to show you our hand and there ain't, look, this is what we got. We got a full house and there ain't nothing you can do about it. We own all the cards. We own the table. We own the building that the table's sitting in. And so we're going to tell you the CBDCs are coming whether you like it or not, and you're going to have to accept them. But don't think for a second just because you see truth on Fox News or maybe truth makes an appearance on CNN or MSNBC that they're on your side. They only use truth to leverage the power and control that they have over you and me. And if you disagree with that, I want to hear what you have to say about that. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. And while we have this platform, please subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. I got a couple emails this week saying, hey, this the file's corrupted. It's going to error 404. I had to look at it. And yeah, sure enough, it was pointed in the wrong direction. So now I've got that fixed. So go to highimpactflix.com. Go to the subscribe button, just put your name, email address. I will never spam you. I'll never sell your stuff to anybody. This is just so we can have a direct communication, so that if I upload videos on whatever platform remains in the future, we have direct communication until they start with the AI controlling the entire internet, which they intend on doing because they want to control everything about you and me. So subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. Subscribe to this channel and my backup channels. And if you want to support the channel further, the links are in the description and in the pinned comment. I will see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.